Hi, welcome back to Soft Skills for STEM. I'm Saskia Slotboom, engineer turned coach and trainer. And in this series, I share short tips to help technical professionals communicate, collaborate, and lead with more ease. Today, I would like to talk about self talk. We all talk to ourselves all the time, and most of it runs quietly in the background. And a lot of the time, that's fine. But sometimes what you say to yourself can subtly get in the way. Not in an obvious or dramatic way, although very rarely it does, but in regularly it's in small moments where you hesitate, wait, or hold back. And when that happens, you might not catch the self talk that's causing it. It might even sound realistic, reasonable, professional, and that's exactly why it's hard to notice. It's better not to say this because I'm not totally sure, is a thought. Or I won't ask this question, it might sound dumb. So for a lot of engineers, it shows up as caution, precision, or high standard. It feels safe. And then later, after the meeting, you might feel a bit disappointed because you didn't participate, you didn't get heard, or you didn't get the information that you actually needed. And sometimes you even get feedback that you're not so visible to others. So if you want to work on this, there's one misconception that often gets in the way that I'd like to share today. A lot of people think that if self talk is holding you back, you should completely change it. So if the belief is, I can't say anything until I'm 120% sure, you should start believing the opposite. I can't say anything. I can say anything, even if I'm not sure. Or if the belief is making mistakes is unacceptable, the counter belief then becomes mistakes are totally fine, no big deal. But for most technical professionals, and I know for me personally, that jump is simply too big. What tends to work better is finding stepping stones in between. So instead of going from making mistakes is the end of the world to making mistakes are completely fine, you might land on it's human to make a mistake now and then. Or instead of I can't speak unless I'm completely sure, you move to it's okay to ask a question or I'm allowed to not know everything. Because these statements are more realistic, you can actually believe them. They might still feel like a stretch, but they're realistic enough, close enough to start changing how you act, to give you a bit more freedom. So, this is a very common way self talk shows up as rigid but realistic seeming beliefs that quietly limit your behavior. And the same stepping stone idea works for other kinds of self talk, other kinds of limiting beliefs. So you don't jump to the opposite, you look for a version that is slightly less rigid and slightly more true. So, for example, it's not okay to fail becomes failing is uncomfortable, but I can survive. I should be the best is maybe something that resonates with some of you. Can become I can aim to do good work, but I don't always have to win. What I hear a lot also from people is if I show weakness, it will cost me, or they will get me, or something will go wrong. That can become I can be selective with what I share and still be human. So for now, simply start by noticing what you tell yourself in different moments and if what you're telling yourself is helping you or not. And if it's not, you can see, hey, is this a limiting belief? And is there a way I can find not the exact opposite, but another way to look at it that I can actually commit to as well? So I hope you enjoyed doing that. And if you have any questions or need help, let me know. That was it for now. Thank you. See you next time.